welcome. I'm so glad that you could make it. I'm here with this week's Angel Messages. My name's Elizabeth Harper from sealwithlove.com and intuitivesoulcircle.com. Before we get started, make sure that you have my Healing with the Angels mini course. There are 3 things your angels want you to know, and there's a wonderful meditation to help you to connect with your healing angels, but also to receive that beautiful healing vibration that maybe at this moment your soul is guiding you toward. You'll see a link in the description, and if you're on Instagram, then just click the link in my bio and you'll get there. Okay, let's get started. So we are using healing cards today. When I think about, when I focus, when I tune in to what we need to work with, I'm guided to crystals or cards or messages or whatever wants to come up. And today I was really drawn to that healing energy, and there's a very strong sense that all of us are in need of healing at the moment. It's a big focus, like the earth, big focus on the earth for healing. So I've already chosen the cards. There are 2 cards for each number. So choose 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. And you'll get 2 cards within that. However, if you feel that the first card of a different number is for you, then choose that as well. Listen to it. We're going to choose some cards randomly for all of us. So we'll see what comes up. What I'd love for you to do is place your hands over your heart. Invite your angels to guide you to messages 1, 2, or 3. Allow them to come in. They're always there. That energy is always there. All right, good. So let's get started. We'll choose a card. We'll see what comes up first. There are some challenging cards, and that's what we have in the groups. We have a challenging card, and then we have a healing card. So let's ask what we need to know. I just got dings in my ear just then, which is interesting. It's like ringing a bell. What do we need to know at the moment? What do we need to know? Light. So what does that mean to you? To me, it means that no matter what, it's about focusing on the light. It's being the light. You are the light. Everything is light. So look at the trees, they're light. Look at the earth, it's light. Look at you, you're light. Look above you, it's light. Everything is light. And I love that this card is number 77. 7 is a very powerful, spiritual, sacred number. It has the 3 of the feminine and 4 of the masculine, bringing them together. It's just magic. 3 is creation. So is 4. 4 has that creative energy, but it's a foundation. It's grounding it into the earth. It's grounding it into the here and now. So with those double 7s, there's very much a sense of, okay, let's bring on the light. Let's really ground it in. This is who I am. This is my path forward. 7 is the number of Neptune, which is your imagination and your intuition. So it's bringing in that sense of your vision, your imagination, your intuition, but also that image of you, who you want to be, the magical person, the sacred person, the powerful person that has this balance of male and female within you. And I don't mean man, woman. It's more of a creative, and that creativity manifest on this plane of existence, or whatever plane of existence you want it to manifest on. Let's have a choice, right? Light. Lightening up. Bringing more light in, more information, being the light, being enlightened. What does that light mean for you? I love that. Okay, number 1. So again, tune in. Make sure, is it the number 1 challenging card that you need? Number 2 challenging card, number 3 challenging card, but you've also got a healing card in those. So there's bundles of cards in each one. So let's see what your intuition is guiding you toward. All right. Number 1, the challenging card is holding on. What are you holding on to? So you see, she's looking in a mirror. She's looking at her reflection, but she's an older woman looking at the younger woman reflection. So she's holding on to something from her past. Is that you? Are you holding on to something? What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to an idea? Are you holding on to unforgiveness? Are you holding on to, I could have done this when I was younger, but I'm too old now to do it. I think we've all got that one going on. Yeah, I can't do it now, it's past my time. But your soul is as old as the hills. It's just this physical presence, and it's just the idea that maybe has been around us in the environment that it's too late for us. But it's never too late, right? It's not too late. And that holding on, maybe it's holding on to a relationship, a past relationship. Maybe it's holding on to a belief about yourself, which just is not true anymore. What are you holding on to? If you don't know, ask your soul, ask your angels for clarity. See what comes to you. And I often find when I ask, it's not necessarily a big booming voice that comes through. Well, Elizabeth, it's like this. It's often more of a stepping stone, like cosmic crumbs, that guide me toward the answer. It's kind of opening that energy up so that I can figure it out. So the healing card for that is learning something new. When we hold on to the old way of being. And maybe we just need to take a chance and learn to be out of our comfort zone and step into something that is magical. It's an adventure. It's a journey. And it may be that it's not perfect. It may be that we trip up and we can't manage it. So what? You get up again. You keep learning. You embrace the adventure. And what does it matter if it's not perfect? No one really cares if it's not perfect except for you. Depending on what it's about, of course. If we're building a bridge for people to go on, that probably needs to be perfect. But if we're thinking about looking at ourselves in a mirror and saying, you're not perfect, so you can't go outside, or you're not perfect, so you can't do this or do that or do the other, then that's your belief. And it's just not true. You don't need to be perfect. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you kind of half yourself, half of you is different, often looks different to the other half. So it's not symmetrical. Where's the perfection there? It's who you are. So when I look at this and learning, I feel that it's very much about learning to trust yourself, learning to embrace who you are, learning that you can let go and you can move to the next step. There is always a learning curve, isn't there? And that's okay. Number two, the challenging card is littleness. So it's feeling small amongst all those other people. So we get this sometimes, and I get this sometimes when I look at other people, their speakers, their teachers, and think, wow, they're so good. I'm not as good as they are. So then when I think that, I get really small. And when I look at this, there is this sense of, is that true? It's not, because we're individual. We're unique. Each one of us is unique. So we don't need to be small amongst all these others. We can embrace our uniqueness. We can embrace what we have to share and know that who we are is so much bigger than we realize. We are part of the Creator. We are part of creation. We are part of the energy that formed everything that is. So if that's the case, then we have access to everything. It's all within us. It's all external to us. It's all a part of us. So we don't need to be small. We don't need to be little. We can be as powerful, as big as we want to be. That's my feeling with this card. What do you see in it? What do you get? It's interesting. When I look at that, I feel like Archangel Uriel's coming in to support you. Card that goes with that, confidence. It's having the confidence. Look how big she is. I just realized, when this card came out, and they just kind of went together, all these different cards. I didn't think about how big she was in comparison. It's about having confidence, isn't it? Having confidence in who you are, having confidence that you can share your gifts with the world, having confidence to step up and maybe speak your truth. That yellow energy is your power. It's your solar plexus opening up and saying, here I am, the door. It's not hiding anymore. It's really showing up. That's the thing. And when you look at this, those 3 people that are there, they wouldn't have experienced that amazing singer if that singer had said, oh, I'm too small, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to be able to do it. Somebody else is so much better than me. How does that relate to your life? Number 3. Number 3, the challenging card is busyness. Keeping ourselves busy. It's like, oh no, I can't go out today. I'm too busy. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't follow my soul's purpose because I'm too busy to do that today. Do you do that? Are you too busy? When we create this busyness, it's often about rejection of success. It's like we're saying, no, I can't do this because, possibility that I might be successful. And then if I'm successful, there's only one place to go, and that's down. So we protect ourselves in this way. So that busyness is protection. So what are you protecting yourself against if you're busy? You're too busy to do something? It's not a judgment, because I find that too. I'm too busy. So it's something for me to look at as well. It's often the case with all of these. It's like, we teach what we most need to learn, don't we? So that busy energy, what's happening in your life that is making you so busy that it's preventing you from maybe enjoying something that you want to do? You can't because there's too much else on your schedule. So the card that came with this is transformation. And I love this. What's interesting to me is that this card is transformation number 56. I believe that 56 in Orosoma, now I think about it, is Saint Germain bottle. So that transformation, it's complete change. How are we changing this? What can we transform? What can we move out? What shell can we take away here? What protective energy can we take away here so that we can be in this place of freedom? And that's that transformation, isn't it? The butterfly. Freedom. No longer crawling on the ground. No longer just focused on eating. It's all about flying, soaring, lifting your spirit up. Oh my goodness, can you imagine that? What color would your wings be? Ask your soul that. What color would my wings be? If I were a butterfly, what color would be dominant? And then ask what that color means for you. See what comes up. That'd be fun, right? Transformation. Call on Saint Germain to support you in the lilac flame of transmutation, to clear away anything that is creating, that is the core reason for this creation of busyness in your life. And how is that busyness showing up? Because it might be showing up in your health. You're too busy to do anything because you've got lots of medical appointments. It might be showing up in other areas of your life, too busy to go out and meet a new relationship. Yeah? Too busy to get a different job or too busy again to follow your heart? How is it showing up for you? Call on your angels to help you. If you don't understand any of that, you need some clarity, call on your angels to guide you, and you'll receive that guidance. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, as always, for being here with me. I am so honored by your presence. Thank you for sharing my work. I really appreciate it. And remember to get the Healing with the Angels mini course, and I will see you next week. Angel blessings to you. Bye for now.